What is up? Anime review time. I'm going to get straight to the point. Uh, Top 5 animes with the most potential, most wasted potential. These shows I'm about to list, they're already pretty much done for their series, but I just feel like personally these shows could have been a lot better. Could have been more episodes, or just more fights, better content, whatnot. A decent storyline, less plot armor for our main characters. Let me just go ahead and talk. Number 5, Black Blood Brothers. I just finished watching the show. So much talking, not enough fighting. There was a lot of anticipated fights that I really want to happen that did not happen. For example, our fire guy, Felix, I think that's his name. I want him to face the psychic dude, not the psychic, but the guy who could teleport. His name was Sage Dragon, some crazy name. I'm gonna put it down below, but. Really just a lot more fights that didn't happen, and the way the show ended, I'm going to have a lot of spoilers in here. The way the show ended, Jiro, our main character, didn't finish off Casa. Like, she ran away. Like, her and her group, they all ran away, I mean, they didn't get their objective. The main character, like, it was an unfinished fight. But, like, neither side really won. Neither, like, it was just like, okay, we're going to fight another day, pretty much. And, there's pretty much, that was it. Like, the last episode. And really just a lot of unfinished business, a lot of fights that didn't get shown. They really could have displayed the past better. Just have like one episode, just like showing like everything that happened in the past, like 1 or 2 episodes maybe. I know it was a 12 episode series, but just have one or 2 episodes just showing everything that happened in the past, and not just like cut from the actual beginning, like the first like 3 minutes. Don't chip away, and they could focus like more on a fight there. I felt like that would have been a lot better. Number 4, BoBoBo. The only reason I put BoBoBo on this list is because the last episode was a fucking troll. It actually did get canceled, 76 episodes, I think. But the way, like, they just could, if they knew they were getting canceled, they could have wrapped up that Rocket Girl fight against the Rocket bitch, whatever, who was like kicking BoBoBo's ass. It took like 3 episodes to take her out, even though it was like a bunch of jokes in every episode. I really want to rewatch it. It was funny. That fight was funny, even though it took 3 episodes. Really, that last episode where all the good guys gathered up, like on some Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood type shit, where everyone who BoBoBo met during his journey, they all came together and like, let's go fight the final boss, yeah! And they're all running towards the castle, and to be continued. And they just ended it. Like, can we bring that back? Can we have like 5 episodes just to show them taking out that bad guy group at the end or something? I would really appreciate that. Just have BoBoBo, Gasser, Don Patch, Jelly Jiggler. I'm surprised I still know all these names too. But yeah, just have these guys, fight the evil group. Have a 5-on-5 battle royale. Just take 5 episodes. I would love it. That's just me, my personal opinion. Number 3, Law of Ueki. It's one of these shows that start off really, really great, interesting, but could have ended a lot better. Really, like halfway through the show, we found out our main character, Ueki, plot armor. He cannot die, pretty much. Like, he was taking attacks he had no business living through. Our main character, he was so freaking plot armored to the point where I'm just like, I know he's going to win this fight because he can't lose at this point, He's the main character. Like, I'm just having in the back of my head, like, he can't die. He can get struck by lightning 10, 20,000 times, still stand up and live. Because, oh, I'm the main character. Like, they didn't put it that way. But let me show you an example. Robert Hayden, he was the main enemy in this show for like the first half, and he was like, this attack no one has ever lived through this attack. And then he smashed Ueki, and then Ueki got back up. Was like, no, that's impossible. Like, yeah, dude, Ueki, all the bones of your body should be crushed by now. There's no reason you should be breathing, man. But other than that, also later in the series where Ueki, he only had, 3 of the 10 power-ups near his, the last fight? Not 3, but I think it was about 4 or 5. There was, 10 power-ups. He had to get, 10, little, 10 little powers. He had to get on his little, wristband or whatever it's called. Little, thing they put on his forearm. And, Ueki, the way he got it was because the last final fight, and, he didn't have 4 or 5. He had 7, actually, but during the final fight, he had a super hyperbolic time chamber type training where he got to learn the last couple ones that he had on his arm, and bam, got to go fight his final fight. Kind of like I said, time and space chamber from Dragon Ball Z or in Bleach, where Ichigo got that 100 years of training, and then he went ahead and beat Aizen. it was kind of like that type of deal where I felt like if they just spaced it out, gave him a couple more episodes, or cut back on some of those plot armor episodes where he lives through like freaking tsunamis and shit, volcano attacks, and it was just unbelievable at some points, man. Uh, number two. Number two, Flame of Recca. Pretty much the same reason as Law of Ueki. Really, really great start. Interesting show. Could have been. This show had so much potential. It came out in the same time as Dragon Ball Z Yu Hakusho, like the 90s. I'm thinking like pretty much that great age of anime. And I'm just thinking like, wow, like during the Kure Mansion invasion, like this could have been so great. This could have been a really, really great series. That Mansion Invasion arc, go check it out. I think it's like about 6 episodes. It's like the first 12 episodes where everyone gets their powers, we find out who's the good guys, and then bam, they go towards the mansion. And then, you know, the main enemy is like, you guys pretty much entertain me, so I will invite you all to my tournament. Like, and that tournament is just, oh my god, it's just so much, you know, it's so much plot armor to where I'm just like, oh my god, dude, like, Recca, you should not be alive. He got pierced in the foot with a sword, and then he's fighting like 2 fights in a row after. I'm like, that, no, like, weren't you bleeding from the last fight? Princess didn't heal you. You're still standing on the tournament ground like nothing even happened, man. And it was just wild, man. Really wild, like hows and who's. You're just asking, no, like, you should not be standing, man. Same thing for Tokyo, man. Tokiko, whatever the ice boy's name is, Water Sword. Water Sword, yeah. He shouldn't have been living through half his fights. He did fight very. I love the way he fight though. He's really nice. He's a sweet fighter. But yeah. After that mansion, like everything just pretty much went downhill, man. Because Kure he invited all of his personal like strongest hitmen pretty much from around the whole world. All these dudes with, like swords, guns, and special sweet powers. And like I don't think, you know, the way Recca barely won his first round, he shouldn't have advanced that far in the tournament. You know. But, you know, this is his show, and he get to go fight Kure at the last round, so, yeah. Alright, guys, number 1, no drum roll, Blood Lad, 10 fucking episodes, fucking hilarious, fucking so much fighting, it was just fucking hilarious, dude. The reason I put this as number 1, because it should have had, it just stopped, like, did it get canceled? I don't even know if the show got canceled or not, but this show was freaking hilarious, man. Our main character, it was copying off like Naruto at some points in Dragon Ball Z, like in the same fight. I was like, I'll do this one attack only once and they'll finish you, and I'm just like, wow. And it was like blue energy coming out. I'm like, this is, oh my god. And then the Naruto where he went like Kyuubi mode or something, it was just wild, man. But it was only 10 episodes, man. I need more than that because I want to see our main character. I want to see him take out his the evil. Was it his father, the guy who killed his father or something? Some evil overlord so he could become the whole demon king of the whole demon world, man. Like, you know, he finally got his brother on his side and his sister on his side. So I'm like, alright, now we have like some formidable good guy group. Now they can go take out the, you know, go take out the main villain. But no, it was just like kind of like a BoBoBo where, oh, we're just gonna stop the series. We're just gonna stop making the show. I'm like, what in the world? And this shit was like so addicting. I'm like, where's episode 11 at? Where's episode 11? I'm just sitting here waiting for episode 11 and it never came out. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it was good while it lasted. You know, good 10 episodes of crack, man. But guys, that's my top 5 list for most, pretty much animes with the most potential. Guys, if you have any recommendations, any shows that, you know, that you think could have been really, really sweet, tell me down below. I'll go ahead and watch them, check them out too, talk about them, do an anime review about them or anything. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm outie. Yes.